Hello Heidi and welcome to Fashion Exposed.
Hi, how are you?
Good. So you just presented the WGSN Retail Edit and we sort of touched on the hyper-local concept. Can you sort of elaborate on this new retail concept?
A hyper-local was all about connecting with the community in different ways, bringing large and small formats together. We're also seeing as part of that hyper-local content big brands collaborating with smaller brands, and this is a really exciting new concept that we're seeing. Not only exciting for the larger retailer where they can connect with their community, their consumer through these local brands, but also great exposure for some of these smaller emerging local brands or even independent.
Yep. We also, talk about the blog ups, which is sort of a transition from the well-known and in-store pop-up, I guess.
Yeah.
How can you elaborate on this concept, how it's sort of evolving globally?
Yeah, well, I guess bloggers are, there's no doubt they're extremely influential in the market. They embody the consumer, and they've got lots and lots of followers, and people are wanting to buy into their lifestyle, really understand what they are. They're aspirational to the consumer. So what we're seeing is these bloggers actually starting to sell online, and we're seeing larger brand formats connecting with these bloggers to help get their message out there and deliver to that consumer in a very new and interesting way.
Fantastic. You mentioned how vital it is to be online and engage with social media, but it's not necessary to be on all of them, is that right?
Yeah, look, I think one of the things, particularly for the smaller brands, but even the larger ones, all of the different formats of which you can communicate with your consumer now, it's absolutely overwhelming. I think the key message from us is really thinking about who is your customer and how do they connect. So which format is going to be best for you. You don't need to be doing all of them. Let's just really think about which ones are going to work for you and really honing in on those and delivering those in a really powerful way that totally connects with the customer. And I think that's where you see the best results.
Oh, absolutely. You touched on hauling today, which was a new concept for a lot of people in the room. Can you explain this and why we should know about it?
Yeah, absolutely. So hauling is a new phenomenon. It's happening predominantly in the US, and it's within the teenage market. So what they do is they video their recent purchases. So they take a video of themselves and what they've purchased that day, that week, etc. And they load these onto the internet. Now some of these videos are getting millions of page hits. And we're seeing brands like Urban Outfitters actually taking advantage of this concept, so inviting their customers to load onto their site their whole videos. So as you can imagine, this is fantastic marketing for any brand, whether it's somebody driving it themselves or whether it's the consumer out there driving it. But the concept with Urban Retailer worked really well. They gave away prizes and free vouchers for the store for those best videos. It created a lot of hype and activity. So hauling is really something that we should be aware of and think about how we can utilise it.
Wow, watch this space. You touched on romancing the store as another retail trend, which is really about reinvigorating the retail space.
Yeah.
Is this suggesting that bricks and mortar is definitely here to stay and can coexist with online?
Absolutely. Bricks and mortar is not going anywhere. I think what it is meaning is that we have to lift the bar. We have to think outside of the square, and we really need to change the way we think about bricks and mortar and the role that it plays. It is about having one communication across all of your channels and making sure that this is seamless, allowing your shoppers to shop when they want, and really reinvigorating what is the existing retail format.
Amazing. Thank you for your time, Heidi.
Thank you.
Thanks.